difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35, Steelers 14.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 34-yard
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 28 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 42, Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Roethlisberger will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. They go play action with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Browns 49, Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Another run here with Dobbins. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.K. Dobbins. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Browns 49, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They run. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play action. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
This is our turn. Our turn. There you go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And goal to go at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So the ball. It's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning.
About what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, a big play.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's free going down
the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
on the ground. It's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
55, mark, 55. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, third and long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Browns.
Second down, Roethlisberger. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
To J.K. Dobbins. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 40. He's at the 30.
There it is.
10.
There it is.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 56, Steelers 28.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38.
Come on, breathe,
and
baby.
he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.